Glamy's got a brand new phone with a crack. Ask CD-Rom. Hey dude, can you fix that? He doesn't know a RAM from a floppy disk. CD yells, please just read the dang instructions. Risk, they're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glammy clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. Glammy plugs their toaster into the LAN. CD screams, it doesn't work like that, man. Kill the Wi-Fi, my printer's on life support. Glammy shrugs and retorts, you're my tech resort. They're best friends in a crash and burn way. Glammy clueless, driving CD insane. A comic duo, yeah, the fight is real. But they're ride or die, that's the deal. CD's got patience running razor thin. Glammy's here asking, dude, where do I begin? Eject the disc, he says, hit control and save. Glammy's like, how do you live in this tech cave? Controller tangled, Xbox crash on the screen. Glammy calls CD, says, you're my tech machine. CD sighs, you're a one-man error log. Without you, buddy, I'd still use dial-up fog.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Kernel Panic of the YouTube technology podcast sector. This is Lolcow Tech Talk. Good morning, it's July 8th and I'm coming back to you live from the Chaos Control Cave. That's right, I had to leave the party a little early, but I'll be back at it very soon after a work shift today. What a weekend it's been and what a party, but we can get to all of that and more, but first, let's kick it over because we have some things to discuss. And with a new co-host that is too. But that's the... Okay, hold on. Why did this happen? Oh, this likes to do this to me. Let's fix that. And there! Hello, sweet tea. How are you today?
Pretty tired, but I'm here.
You kind of get used to it. It's been tricky for me too. I actually only got 3 hours of sleep last night, so
Yeah, I probably got that a little bit less. You left the party early. Do you live close by? You're just gonna drive back, or what?
Yeah, about a two and a half hour drive. So not awful. I had to. We got an important day at the company today. Our chief information officer is there, so I'm like, yeah, I should go to work today. She's quiet. All right, hold on. Let me figure out how to turn her up. La la la. That should do it. Hold on. I'll keep adjusting on the fly. Everybody, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. And how have you been? Because we haven't talked to each other for a while, and we didn't go live yesterday. There's a number of things that happened.
Yeah, it was everything, or they told me that Glammy was going to replace me on dolls or whatever. I think on, what is today? Tuesday. I think they told me on like either Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, Saturday. Mm-hmm. And I was like so disappointed, especially since, I knew since it was going to be a permanent switch,
Yeah, well, nothing. It's weird to think about that. I don't want to say nothing lasts forever here. It's not that. It's that there's a lot of that a lot of things change kind of on a dime around here, right? So,
that's true.
It's tricky to kind of keep up with.
Yeah,
so,
I know everybody gets moved around and all that, so I'm gonna try to be beneficial to you. I don't know much about technology, but
oh, you gonna learn?
I'm here to learn, I guess. Yeah.
You gonna learn? It's cool. So, are you in a bathroom? Like, where are you?
No, I'm in a dining room.
Oh, dining room. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Looks nice. Let's see. Did I find the glasses? No, I very much did not. I managed to find a lamp though, so that was kind of cool.
That was cool.
That was so stupid and funny. I couldn't see anything in there, so like I'm diving all the way down and like it's like pitch black at the bottom, and I put my hand on something. I go, "What the hell's this?" I go, I really hope this isn't something important. So I just start swimming up with something in my hand, and I go, "Flop!" And I go, "Oh shoot, it's the lamp!" I go, "Look at that!" So,
at least you didn't come up empty-handed.
Right. I didn't want to come up empty-handed, so I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I bet you. I remember saying to myself, "Hey, I bet this will be funny, whatever this is," and it kind of was. So that was great. All right, I think I need to update the goals here for a quick second, because I think we're at 3 cash cows for karaoke night. So we're going to continue running this goal, everybody. This is consider if you're a Band World member, consider just updating. I think I need to turn my microphone down. Consider updating your cash cow membership for just $5 whole. Or I'm sorry, your Band World membership to $5 whole, and you'll upgrade to Cash Cow. That'll get you access to the Discord and to the Tech Talk voice channel. And if we can get 20 of you, 17 of you now to upgrade, we'll plan for a karaoke night. That'll be a lot of fun. And I have an e-thought stream to schedule, I think, next week. So there's that. You guys, for whatever reason, wanted me to dress up in shorts that are really short and a tight shirt and whatever, and you want me to just yell at you to donate money. So cool, that's what I'll do. Fun.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
The bruise? For God's sake. Fine. Hold on. Let me see if I can. It's still. Yeah, it's still there.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
What happened?
So, what happened is I hit the water. I hit the water real hard. We were swimming at this small little lake, and I can't explain to me how this bruise got on me this particular way, but I did one cannonball that went great. They said I was talking to everybody, and everybody said, "Hey, try to do like a front flipping cannonball," which I've never like really done a high dive with a front flip before. I don't really dive a lot. And I tried to jump off it, and I tried to spin, and I spun the wrong way. So I tried just going for a forward flip, and somehow turned it into a corkscrew, and a cannonball corkscrew, and I hit the water on my side, like right where my rib cage is. So it hurt it hurt like a bitch. It took the air completely out of me when I was underground. And or underwater, and I come up and I'm like, ah! So I come up, I'm in complete pain. I can't breathe. I'm like, I need to get to the shore. I need to get to the shore real quick. And then I'm like lying on the ground, like trying to catch my breath, and Keem's over me with the camera. He's like, oh look, he's got a cock and balls on his back, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So
oh my God,
I got that. I got sunburned. So yeah, that's.
I've been getting a little bit of a tan being out as much as I have been. It's looking a little bit better on camera, but I always look so freaking white on camera no matter what kind of lighting I have.
That's good. That's good for the camera, I think. Come out with a little more, what is it? A little, with a tan?
Yeah.
I found the light, though. Oh, yeah, I almost saw the face of God. Jeez. So, alright. Let's cover a little bit of housekeeping, because we are nothing without... Ooh, what did I just do? Nothing without a little bit of that. This is the old... That's not how this works. It's that one. There we go. Always get the link wrong the first time. Alright, so, ladies and germs, with things moving around, some things need to be updated, but there's still a good amount of things that you want to always get your hands on. And if you love Tech Talk, which we know you do, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be here watching. But if you love Tech Talk, you could always give the show some support by reaching deep inside of your pockets and heading over to the Lolcow Tech Talk store. There we go. Words are hard. And you'll find the following items with absolutely more to come. Get yourself one of the Tech Queen Glammy Throne t-shirts. They might not be here for much longer, or they might move to the Doll store. Alternatively, you can get the What Support t-shirt. These are great items for whenever you're talking to somebody that's much dumber than you are. The signature line is always great. I still love the CD-Rom's Kernel Panic. We have a Kernel Panic t-shirt on the way as well, and more desktop pads. The Neon Circuit pad is cool. And as always, the hoodie is very much a great purchase. Very plush, very premium. Great for the cold days in the winter. You might have seen the Lolcow Live episode not long ago. I had Beans wearing my jacket in the cold. So that was kind of funny. She reaches into the pockets and she goes, "Is this a Digivice? What is this?" She pulled the Digivice out of my pocket. And she goes, "Oh, wait a minute. What's in the other side?" It's like she reached in, she got like a bunch of candies I had in my other pocket. She's like, "I'm taking these." I'm like, okay. You can have them. So there's that. All right,
y'all's logo looks pretty cool.
I think it does.
It's one of the cooler ones.
Yeah, the ones you guys had on Dolls was pretty funny too. Because like the cow's completely different. So yeah, that always kind of amused me.
I don't know how that happened or why that happened. Didn't Nerds have like kind of the same thing happen though? They had two different cows.
Not quite. They got theirs updated, but like they got their cow updated to have like a Sharingan and a Rinnegan and like an Akatsuki jacket with a mohawk, and it's like, all right, well, why do I kiss people that way? Where did I learn that? Look, man, I was trying to make it look good for the camera, okay? Don't give me your sass. I just didn't expect her to react the way that she did. It wasn't a big deal. Just thought it would look better on the camera, and I don't know, I thought it would make chat pop off. Beans knows what a Digivice is? Yeah, apparently she does. You know, people like anime, people like video games. So, you're just gonna have to admit that Sweet Tea is the new Tech Talk queen soon. Alright, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's see what she knows first, huh? Let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
Alright, so, how do I begin here? I haven't had a lot of time to plan a lot for the show today, so I'm kind of winging this. And today's kind of a syllabus day for you, Sweet Tea, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go 2 hours today. And
oh, thank God.
Tomorrow what I think we'll do, because I was talking to Rastov, so by royal decree of the community manager, we're going to go 2 hours today. Tomorrow, we might play the stream extension game, and we'll see how that works. So, we'll take it easy today, and we'll get a feel for what you know, and maybe a feel for where your head's at in the space, because things have been a little iffy for you as of late, huh? So first of all, why don't you tell the lovely people how you've been? What's on your mind? Because you haven't, since the move, you haven't had a chance to tell your side of the story.
I've been pretty upset about it. I'm gonna sit back and see how Dolls does, just like everybody else. But I just think it was a bad business decision. I think that it was probably done mainly because Glammy could go, over there to Akeem's house for the party. I mean, I'm not stupid because they filmed the Dolls episode there with them in the hot tub and everything like that. But this time slot, it's gonna kick my ass. I just know it. I don't know anything about technology either.
Well, that's kind of the gimmick. Glammy wasn't very good at it either. So that's kind of like what makes the show works. If it's two people talking tech the whole time, it gets boring, right? So
maybe, yeah, sure. I pretty much been just like enjoying life. I went to go see the fireworks at the 4th. You know, spent time with family, that kind of thing. Trying to stay out of like local drama. I've been in it with the Discord like always a little bit, but that's what I always do every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I've been all right. Did you get to see any fireworks at Keems? I didn't get to watch.
Oh yeah, there was a couple of great fireworks displays. There was one. I want to be careful about what I'm allowed to talk about and what I'm not allowed to talk about. Zavi, thank you for the 10. Zavi tells you not to worry. So Zavi's not a fan of Glammy, okay? So Zavi says that Glammy's going to ruin Dallas and get fired again. Now, I'm not going to jump to any conclusion. Zavi's welcome to think what he wants. Truthfully, I'm kind of happy for Glammy because I know that she wasn't like Glammy was happy working with me. I'm not that I'm full of myself. We were happy to work with each other. We got along decently. But I know that Glammy wasn't particularly happy doing what she was doing. She really wanted to talk about celebrity gossip, like all the stuff that doesn't feel like it works on a tech show. So we're kind of just gonna see how it works here. Michelangelo says Glammy got on my nerves all the time. Well, yeah, a lot of good. I mean, that's kind of what a good co-host is supposed to do sometimes. It wasn't always great. I mean, we got on each other's nerves basically, but she and I had our season, and now it's time for something a little different, and we'll see how it goes. That's what made the comedy. Exactly. I need to think of a membership goal too. Although I might go easy on that. I want to check the leaderboard really quick because there was some interesting stats last time I looked at it. Yeah, cool. So, guys, as of last night, I'll share this really briefly. When I left for the party, we were number 2 in gifted memberships for the month. Now, I don't expect to stay there because this is without live on the board. Live's on the board now. They just started for the month. We're currently at number 4, which is amazing. So Rewind got ahead of us last night. That's cool. Great for them. Let's keep up the hype and the drive. Let's see if we can get back to top 3 this month. We appreciate you guys. And I'll figure out what can make it worth it for you guys to green up. Manigan just says green the grays. Exactly. Green the grays. I need an earpiece so you guys can feed me lines. Yeah, well, that may or may not happen. We can talk about it. So in the pursuit of technical knowledge, what exactly do you like? What do you find interesting in the tech sector?
Well, I used to work at like a place where they took phone calls for like credit card debts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't work there very long, but I think I'm interested in like learning how to work computers better.
You were a customer service agent?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I had to do that for a number of years. How'd you like it?
It was great paying. It was just a hell of a drive. Is the only reason. If it was any closer, I would have kept it.
Jared the Red, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate you.
Wow.
I got to get a soundboard. That alone is going to put us into 3rd for this morning until Rewind. So thank you very much. Appreciate you. So a customer service agent for credit card debt. So you were in collections.
I guess I can't remember. I was like 19.
People must have hated you. You had to. Do you have to?
No, they really liked me.
Did you have to cold call people?
No. It was people calling about credit card disputes.
Oh, okay. So you weren't a collection.
If it was under $20, I would just give it to them.
Oh, okay. So all right.
Either way.
Small claims and disputes. All right, got it.
Yeah.
All right. That's easier. So that's ways away from where you were.
Oh yeah, it was like a 45-minute drive, and it just ended up not being worth it, especially with like traffic and like it was hard to find a ride all the time, especially back then.
Yeah, I used to have I used to work help desk administration for a company called Mackenzie Childs out in Aurora, New York. The Mackenzie Childs is big in a pottery and stuff. Big name company that's a huge hit with the woman. But that was that was a drive for me. I had to take a bunch of back roads like to an hour away from home. So that was an hour commute to and fro each day. Powers, thank you for the $5. Appreciate you. Powers says, welcome to Tech Talk.
Hey, Powers.
Michelangelo says, my Tism Powers are telling me both will survive, but Dolls will make more to do an all-female cast with Cooner topics and Cooner donors. Yeah, probably. Did I get my V card done? What? Do you mean did I get it revoked or did I turn it in? No, I'm still holding it, but thanks for asking.
An active holder.
Yeah, card-carrying member. Let's see. Am I going out on a date with Beans? Maybe. There's only one way to tell. You're just going to have to keep watch. We'll see what happens. So you worked in credit card disputes, so you had to have some level of word processing skills. Probably not adept ones, but what did you work with every day?
I can't remember what the names of like the systems were.
But okay, you had a bunch of tools you were using every day?
Yeah. Yeah, and we were supposed to read like the same thing off of the same list, but I remember there was like 10 different things I had to go and do, like drag, like I don't know, like to pay them and to like dispute it, and I had to do something particular. I can't remember though. It's been almost 10 years.
I bet. But your calls were probably through your computer, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
I could hit accepting and end from the computer.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Through a headset.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing when I worked call center. I worked like 5 different call center positions, but like I remember all those were. I don't know if any of them used IP phone. I don't think any of them did. So that sounds about right. Did you use like Microsoft Office every day?
I can't remember. I don't think it was Microsoft. I think, what is this? It looks like this, but yeah, it is Microsoft. Yeah,
well,
probably.
I mean you were using Windows, but like, did you use Word, Excel, like any of this ring a bell?
No.
No? Ooh, okay. All right. So the bulk of your tools were probably through a web form, again, which makes sense. That's how it was for me as well. So what do you like? Like what interests you in the tech sector?
I like video games and stuff. I think they're pretty cool, especially like old school, like vintage. What are they called?
Retro
consoles.
Oh, retro consoles. Okay.
And like how to fix them and stuff. I think that's pretty cool.
What do you have?
And that seems like it'd be easier than to like try to fix a whole ass new modern computer.
It's really not that hard. I don't think it's that hard, but I have a better understanding of it. But like, I think anybody can build a PC with the right tools. You don't need a lot. All you really need is a screwdriver and a grounding strip. What console was your favorite?
When I was the first one I ever had was a PlayStation 1, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. I would play. My mom got it from a yard sale, and she'd always find me new games to put on it and stuff. I kept that for a long time, and then the second one I ever had was, I think maybe it was either the Game Boy Advance that was like a rectangle. I got that when I was like 5.
Oh, okay. I had a GBA. Do you remember if it was an SP or if it was just a regular GBA? The SP was the one that was the clamshell, like open and closed.
Oh, it didn't open and close.
Okay, so it was a GBA. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I had one of those when I was 11. I got one for my 11th birthday. Do you have a favorite game?
I played Super Mario 3 on it. I love that.
Oh, okay. So you had oh, which one was that? If you were playing Mario 3, then that was Mario Advance 2, I think. Hold on. Trying to remember. Mario Advance 1 was Super Mario 2. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Hold on. Oh, which one was it? Alright, Advance 2 is Mario World, so it might have been Mario Advance 3, and that had Super Mario 3 on it.
I remember I think I came damn close to completing the whole thing of it.
Oh, 3 was Yoshi's Island? Alright, so it was Advance 4?
It wasn't Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, it was Advance 4. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. So Mario Advance 4 had Super Mario Bros. 3. They would do that with Mario when they were making games for the GBA. I don't quite understand why. Okay, cool. What else? What else did you like? You had what was your favorite PS1 game?
I can't remember if Sly Cooper was on PS1 or if
2.
it was on the PS2 that I got. I remember playing that a hell of a lot when I was a kid, so it probably wasn't a PlayStation 1 that I had. It was probably a PlayStation 2.
Okay, yeah, Sly Cooper.
Now I think about it.
Sly Cooper was PS2. There's a lot of there's a lot of PlayStation mascots that I missed out on because I wasn't a Sony kid. I was talking to Batgirl about this like yesterday that I missed out on Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter and Ape Escape and Sly. So like all these games, I gotta find time to sit down and orient myself with on PlayStation Now. So I gotta find the time to do all that.
I've been wanting to replay Sly Cooper. I remember liking it so much and like inviting my friends to like play it and stuff in the neighborhood. And I haven't played it in a long, long time. Probably like 19 years at this point. So it would really be nice.
Did I miss out on Crash Bandicoot? Yeah, I missed out on Crash during the initial run, but I played the Insane Trilogy. I've 100%ed Crash 1 and Crash 2, and I'm kind of working my way through 100% in Crash 3. And then I'm going to try and see what I can do with Crash 4. So, Tim Whitberg says, I started on a Pong machine. That's OG Gaming. Yeah, you're not wrong. So you probably had a Magnavox Odyssey then, because I think that was the first console. Well, I mean, the first console was Ralph Baer's Brown Box, but there were only 2 of those ever made.
Yeah, I can't believe how old Pong is. Like, people could play that way, way, way back in the day, couldn't they?
Yes. Yep, the Magnavox Odyssey. So hold on, this might be fun to go over. Is this on history of video games? So, oh, yeah, we can do this. So this is, I got to meet Ralph Baer years ago before he passed away. I got to meet him at Video Games Live in Boston. So this is Ralph Baer's Brown Box. This is the first ever video game. It was actually the working prototype of the Magnavox Odyssey. So this was all it did was play Pong, but this is basically what it was made for. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the original Pong had 3 knobs on the controller. It had an up and a down, it had a forward and a back, and it had a knob on one control to actually curve the ball. And the curve is how you kind of psych a number of people out. And then I think it got converted to this cabinet. This is a Pong cabinet.
Damn, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having that in your house in like the 70s or 60s? You'd be the coolest person in the world.
Yeah, to have a console like that, absolutely. This is... I don't know what this is. The Microvision, considered the first handheld video game, included interchangeable faceplates. So, this is probably... Wow. Yeah, this is probably an LCD game. I bet you it looks more interesting in kind of like a museum than it is in your hand. I'm trying to find the... oh, okay, here we go. Ah, here we are. So this is the Magnavox Odyssey. So this is supposed to be the first this is the first consumer video game console released in 1972. It generated shapes, television could be controlled and interacted with, only produced black and white graphics, and had zero sound. Limited to only using discrete components like diodes and transistors. That's insane.
So,
go ahead.
So, was that thing made in America? Where was the first video game console made?
Yeah, so the first video, the Ralph Baer was an American, and the video game is basically an American invention that the Japanese almost kind of perfected, or just it really got caught. It really caught on in Japan. But
I was always wondered that if like Nintendo made it, or if America did.
They did not invent the video game, no, but they certainly got really good at it. That's one of the cartridges for the Odyssey. Wow. See, I actually never really stopped to do a deep dive on any of this stuff, so this is really fascinating to me. Odyssey at
it's
2010
so small.
Festival. Yep, so this is the home console with a couple of the cartridges. You can't really tell what the hell they even are. Look,
yeah, that would get.
What are these?
Old real quick.
I have no idea what games those are. That's fascinating.
Look at the little money. I bet they were like playing poker and like Monopoly or something.
Yeah, these might have been useful for some of the games. It's hard to tell what they would have been, but that's really cool.
That is cool.
So let's see. Hold on. Let me just catch up with chat for a second. What are my favorite types of CD? What are you talking about? There's only two types of CDs. There's only There's only CDRs and CDRWs. What's the point of that question?
What are those stupid things called that competed with the CD? Around the same time.
Cassettes?
No. I forget what they were called. They didn't sell as good or something.
I'm not certain. If you think of a name, I can look it up. Okay. Shave my head like KEEMSTAR? It's already shaved, jerk! Look! See? I already shaved my hair. Let's see. Was that thing made in America? Yeah, it was. Are you thinking DVDs and Blu-rays?
No.
No? Okay. Vinyl records?
No.
No? Okay. Smaller CDs? Yeah, those are mini CDs.
Yeah. What are those called?
Like the small CDs? Just
yeah,
mini CDs?
No. I'll look it up.
Let's see. Do I have an old gaming console at my house? I do. I still have an Atari 2600 here. Games included. So, the game I want to see CD play is an old school game called Crazy Climber. Oh gosh, that's
Is it that guy that was in the cauldron that had to climb his way out with a hammer?
It looks kind of like... Ooh. It looks like a cross between Rampage and something else that I can't think of. Is this what you're talking about? Is this Crazy Climber? Oh yeah, that looks like it would have been on an Atari. I don't think I had Crazy Climber. This one looks a little foreign to me.
Yeah, that looks like a knockoff of Donkey Kong or something.
The character, the character might, but no, Donkey Kong's a little different. This definitely didn't look like this. I can see why you might think that though. God, it's hot in here. I should have turned the air on before I started. Okay. Do I like tapes and CDs? Well, I still have a bunch of VHSs, and I still have a CD collection somewhere. Have you played
really?
Dig Dug? Dig Dug was one of my favorite arcade classics. Do you remember Dig Dug?
Yeah, I think I had it on like one of those like knockoff things that you plug into the TV.
Plug and play consoles. Yep.
Yeah, I think I played that on there when I was a kid because you could like blow people up with a pump or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you could. I remember that game fondly. That was one of my favorites. Sonic for Hire had a funny joke too. It was like he points to one of the monsters. He's like, "That guy looks like he's the mascot for Syracuse." I'm like, hey, that's funny. It looked kind of like the orange for.
What do you have against Syracuse?
I live in Syracuse.
Oh.
It kind of looked like it looked like the mascot for our basketball team. That was the joke.
Oh yeah.
Double Dragon. Yeah, I remember Double Dragon. Gaming with CD Online would be sick. Yeah, I'd like to do more game streams with you guys. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more Kingdom Hearts streams with you guys too. Because I don't know if you guys remember, I got invited to another tournament in the randomizer community. It's a Fresh Faces tournament, so it's one that's played on beginner. So I gotta reorient myself at beginner difficulty because I'm too used to playing on critical. But I'm gonna start practicing for that tournament soon, and you guys can come join me for some runs and maybe mess with the game too if you feel like it. W's in chat if you guys would like to see that. W's all around. Snaps. Okay, so Officer CD-Rom, thank you for the $2. Favorite person to vibe with at Camp Keem. Oh gosh, that's funny. Oh man, I was hanging out with Batgirl and her husband all week. So we've been getting along great. Everybody there so far has been pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff I probably can't talk to you guys about, but I can talk to you so far about about everything that's been on like Locale Live or on the stream. Everything that you guys already seen, I'm free to discuss. But it's been a great time. This lady's already more talkative and interesting than Beans. Oh, okay, well, thanks for your input. Let's see. What about the cold shoulder from Beans? Don't look that far into it, guys. She was trying to make a joke. I'm not hurt by it. Okay. Mr. Batgirl seemed really nice. Everybody there's been nice. So far. So we'll have to see like what happens in the future with like live events, because I'm already interested in doing more live events. So I want to know if we're gonna do if they're gonna do the camping trip again, and it'll probably be at that campsite. My game needs work. Yeah, great, thanks. Appreciate it. The night Beans went missing, Xylee put out the alert and you were nowhere to be found. I was asleep. What do you... He
was being chaperoned by Mrs. and Mr. Batgirl.
Yeah, probably.
That's why he was hanging around them all day.
Probably, like, she wasn't with me. I don't know what you want from me. Oh, hey, let's hit on our goals real quick. Reminder that we can still play the Is It AI game for $5, although I could use a little bit of help finding stuff for that. I still have the Wheel of Torture. That's going to need to get updated. For $20, as always, you can trigger our TTS. Talk to us. It'll be really funny. Insult us if you feel like it. I don't really care. So we'll go with that. All right. So you like video games. So we can spend a bulk of today talking about games and gamer topics, and I have a few that I can look up. What do you feel?
I was so close to having like OBS like completely learned, and then it just would not. Like the last second, like my computer couldn't handle it, and it just like glitched out, and like the worst glitch, pixelated colors all over the place I'd ever seen.
Oh, sounds like something with a video card went wrong. Thank you, Officer CD-Rom. Did I ever hit the bottom? Yeah, why do you think I'm here? Of course I hit the bottom. I'm assuming you're talking about the pond. I was able to touch the ground of the pond like once or twice, but
really?
It's really 12 feet deep, and I'm not that great of a diver, so that was really tricky. How come I'm home already? I'm home because it's an important day at work today. So when I'm done at work, I'm heading back to the party, and I'll be there for the rest of the week, until probably about Saturday. So it's about a 2-hour drive, so it's like, all right, I'll come home for a day, I'll go to work, and then when I'm done, I'll head back over. Did Bean spanking me awake and a kink in me? No, joke's on you, it was already awake. Let's see. Is Glammy staying the week? Probably. She like me wants to take advantage of every opportunity we can there. So that's why we're sticking it out for the long run. Working with Keem has been really interesting. It's been really interesting, kind of like seeing how his mind operates and how he works and how he conducts himself. So I've been using it as an opportunity to kind of just learn what I can about the business and learn how to be a better host for you guys specifically. Because I want you guys to want me to stick around, and if that's not what you want, then I'm not doing my job right. So I did great as the security on Dolls yesterday. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
You didn't read the part where he said, "Sweet tea, you're awesome."
Well, I thought you wanted to read that, see? What, do you need me to reaffirm you every 5 seconds?
Well, if you can read half the comment.
Oh, okay. All right, you got me there. You got me there.
I'll try. I'm trying to pay attention so I can read some for you, too.
What's the oldest game I ever played? That's tough.
It'd have to be Pong, right? Everybody's played Pong.
I mean, yeah, I've played a couple versions of Pong, but I've played a lot of old games. I played a lot of old stuff for the Atari 2600, and I still could. I played Pitfall, Missile Command, Chopper Command, Frogger, a lot of the old classics.
Yeah, Frogger. Most people's play Frogger on the computer too. That's another one that a lot of people still play.
Yeah, I had it. I have the cartridge for the 2600. I have an ET cartridge too. I meant to bring the cartridge with me to get signed by James Rolfe. I was so disappointed that I didn't. But I had the reset switch on the Atari 2600 was always fun to me. Sometimes I'd just hold it down just to make it make noise. So that's what happened when you're 5 years old. What do you let me drive this back for a second. What do you have for a laptop? Because I'm kind of concerned that it was kind of getting a little jacked up.
Okay. I don't know what it's called. And there's kind of like a sticker on the back. I only got it like a year and a half or a little bit later, maybe two years to 1 year ago.
It should have the muscle to run OBS. I wonder why it couldn't.
Yeah. Well, it got dropped on the side, and it's always had a loose screw.
That would do it.
So I don't know if that's what. I need to get it.
You kind of neglected to tell me that part.
Yeah, that's why I haven't been able to use that mic either, because whenever I plug it into the side here, the mic that Keem got me, it'll just like make like a hissing sound.
Oh, you got a loose jack. Is it a Chromebook?
No.
No? Okay.
How can I look at it like in the computer and see what it is?
Well, assuming it's running Windows 11, you can right-click the Start button and click System. That'll kind of tell you a little bit about what it is.
It's not a Chromebook.
Not a Chromebook. So if it's running Windows, yeah.
Would it say in settings what it is?
It would say in System. Well, it will open the Settings app, but so if you're in Settings, yeah, you should look for the About tab on the left.
Okay.
Should see a bunch of stuff like Display, Sound, Notifications, Actions. There should be one that says About all the way on the bottom on the left panel.
I hit About your PC, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, it says, is the device name?
Yeah, we can start with that. Or
AX15.
Okay. Is there a logo anywhere on that screen? Because I doubt it's like a custom built.
No.
Okay, AX15 laptop. Let's see. Oh, it's an Ace Magic? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess.
Yeah. So it's hold on. It's
I got a really good deal on it.
Yeah, it should be this one. Does it look like this? Kinda?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so it's an Ace Magic. Gotcha. It's An N150? Really? Okay, it's a quad. It's a quad that boosts up to 3.6. That should be pretty decent.
That's why I thought that it'd be run it just everything just fine. I couldn't believe it wouldn't do that. And that Bigfoot alt guy, he said that it was probably because I didn't have it like hooked up to a second screen. So I need to try that out and see if it runs better that way.
Well, you could do that, but this should have the muscle. I mean, if you dropped it, then and it's unstable. I mean, that could be part of a problem. But 16 gigs of DDR4, 512 M2 SSD. Yeah, this
it just like falls over too, like the.
Oh, so it's got a broken hinge.
Yeah, I guess it's right there at that right hand corner in the back. That's just like opened a little bit.
Video memory 0 gigs. So this is using shared memory, so that's not doing you any favors, but no, I mean, it should be able to run OBS. That it sounds like it was running OBS until something went a little weird with it. So if it's got a hardware fault, then that could be what you're I keep doing that. That could be what you're dealing with. Not all quad cores are created equally. Yes, I'm very well aware of that. So the N series, yeah, I know that the N series not that great. It's the the replacement of the Celeron. I have to reorient myself with Intel processors. I've been doing a lot of stuff with AMD lately. I can't wait for you to be at a better time slot. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? In fact, we might. There's a chance. I have to decide, but we might. Tech Talk might declare war on Aussie. Stay tuned for details. I have to decide yet, and see if we want to make a pass at that 12 a.m. slot. What would you guys think to that? Would you guys think a 12 midnight slot would be better? W's if you think you'd like to see that.
Hell yeah, man, that would be great.
All right. Well, we can figure out at some point what's up with your laptop. I might try to take the time. Els, what do you mean Els? You're Els. Test also wants the time slot. Yeah. Well. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen?
Test can probably keep on dreaming. I don't think Keemstar likes Nightmare very much.
I'm getting the feeling that's the consensus among a lot of people here. So go on live. Yeah. Well, after this week, I might be trying to, but we'll see. I'm not going to make any promises to anybody there. If live is full, live is full. We have to see what happens with the rest stuff first.
Ooh.
So, let's find some interesting gaming topics to go over today then.
All right.
What is new in gaming technology and topics?
Probably the Nintendo or the Switch 2 or whatever.
The Switch 2 is always in the news. I don't want to bleed that one too dry. But let me see. There's here, I should click the news button. That would probably help. Oh yeah. So I guess this would be a good place to start. So Anthem is hold on. So there's a lot of things that are moving forward in the Stop Killing Games petition, which we can talk a little about. You might recognize this character, this screenshot, and if you don't, I also don't blame you, but this is a screenshot from Anthem. Anthem is the latest video game casualty of live service games, as they are as BioWare and Electronic Arts are sunsetting the game. Wait, is this old? No, July 7th. Okay. Anthem. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sense of what this article is telling me. Okay, they're sunsetting the game on January 12th, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So the game is going to be shut down, rendering it completely obsolete on January 12th, and it's going to be removed from digital services and from the EA Play playlist on August 15th. So I hope nobody had any special ties to Anthem. Last I understood, it was a complete and colossal failure on arrival. So it's going away very soon. And this continues to raise concerns about games of its type, and movements in Stop Killing Games, because you're with a lot of this stuff, you're not buying the game anymore, you're just kind of buying the license to play, which is what a lot of people have a lot of problems with. What do you make of that, Sweet Tea?
I think it's horrible, especially with video game preservation and all that. I think they should give it to, especially if they're done selling it and all that. If they're just going to take it off the market completely, they should just give it to a library or whatever, an institution, anywhere.
Well, so keep going
to preserve it. And with the whole actual physical copies of it, I think that it's overdue. This is going to come eventually,
Absolutely.
But I bet it is hard not getting to have the physical copy.
Yeah, it's really sad, but it's kind of what's moving us forward on stuff like this. Aura, I'm trying to open up your docket here. I know that you're saying you got some stuff for us. Where did that stupid docket go? Unless this is... Oh, this is from yesterday. Okay, this is fine. Cool. All right. Thanks, Aura. I appreciate it. Yeah. So this continues to raise a lot of concerns with the life cycle for video games, especially with live service games and who owns what. Anthem. A lot of people say that Anthem could have been great. Oh yeah, everybody, make sure that you hit the like button, please. So make sure you like the stream, smash subscribe, double check to make sure you guys are subscribed, by the way, because YouTube keep doing their YouTube things. So yeah, so that's not great. Pour one out for Anthem. But that's not where it's gonna end. I'm pretty sure of it. Brad J says, if buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. Game preservation must be a thing. That's I don't think that's an invalid thought, but I still, I recommend caution if you're going to start pirating stuff. I'm on YouTube. I don't recommend you pirate at all. But it's the same concept with what YouTube was kind of doing with YouTube Premium and ads and stuff. Everybody, it's raising a lot of concerns about what will happen to piracy in the coming days. So the video game news doesn't stop there. So I was listening to this on the way home yesterday. So the initiative for Stop Killing Games in the EU has been ongoing for at least the better part of a year. And recently, the Stop Killing Games petition in the EU surpassed 1 million signatures, which is great on its face, because they needed that many signatures to kind of get it in front of Parliament. But what they're finding is that there's going to be a large amount of signatures that are probably invalidated for reasons about either just the form was filled out wrong, to there were signatures that were being spoofed, which, if that's the case, don't do that. Don't spoof signatures just to get the petition passed where it needs to be, because that does nobody any favors. All it does is make the petition look bad. You been keeping up with this at all, Sweet Tea?
No.
So I can talk to you a little bit about this. So let me see. So here's kind of like some of the latest here. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is Ross Scott from Accursed Farms. He's the I think he's the founder of the he's not the official spokesperson of the movement, but he's the one that kind of got the ball rolling for Stop Killing Games. He's got the back end access to the petition. But the whole idea of this initiative is that there's a lot of publishers that just kind of shut down games without proper notice, or are making these games that they'll just take away from you. This whole thing kind of started with The Crew, which really didn't need to die. The Crew could have easily been I think the crew could have easily been converted to an offline model. It really didn't need to be a game that nobody could could keep playing. But the concept being that, like, people bought millions of copies of the crew, expecting to be able to play the game in perpetuity. And they find out one day that they just can't. And there's very little reason why that needed to happen. This is not a movement to get to force publishers and developers to keep servers running for like in perpetuity. That's dumb. That's stupid. Nobody would ever do that. There's going to come a time when a video game just needs to be shut down. Like, it's not worth it to keep the servers running anymore. And we all understand that. But in an attempt to kind of shut down the movement, the Video Games Europe, which is a lobbying group in the European Union, is now lobbying against Stop Killing Games, which I got to tell you is not great, but it also means that it's getting attention.
That's probably true, yeah.
So it's worth noting that a lot of the things that the Video Games Europe wants everybody to know is largely a lot of BS. Go figure. The Video Games Europe is basically the voice of the video game industry who want to defend themselves. So I would take everything that they tell you with a grain of salt. Their response to the petition is loaded with bad faith arguments and corporate shilling. Quote, in effect, these proposals will curtail developer choice by making video games prohibitively expensive to create, is what part of the statement reads, which is complete bullcrap. That's trash on a number of levels, and we all know it. Scott responds that they're ideologically opposed to us being able to retain our games, which is the whole point of Stop Killing Games. This is important for video game preservation and for the purchase, the customer's purchase, to retain the power that it had when you bought it. Scott takes issue with video games with the statement that the industry ensures that players are given fair notice of prospective changes in compliance with local consumer protection law. He argues that it's a legal gray area in less than 4 months. That, like, the Ubisoft, for example, like I was speaking before, Ubisoft gave the players of the crew less than 4 months before shutting the game down, which a number of lawyers in the European Union argue was illegal. And that's the kind of stuff that we're trying to combat with this. So if you're in Europe, if you're like anywhere in the European Union, you are urged to go sign this petition. So please sign the petition. Please be of voting age. You have to be of voting age to sign it. And just do your due diligence when you're signing the petition. Make sure you're not signing it incorrectly, or else your signature could get invalidated. What are your thoughts? What do you make of this?
So, do they like call everybody on the list to make sure they're who they said they were? Is that how they figure it out?
That's a good question. I don't think so. How? You got me curious now, though.
So I wonder how they're able to, like, say who's real and who's not.
EU petition invalidated.
Also, it's like Europe and everything. Can anybody sign it, or is it just people that live in Europe?
Right now, it's European citizens. It doesn't have any bearing on American law or American citizens at this moment. But it's going to be easy. I think Ross Scott lives in Poland, and it's going to be easier for him to kind of get any sort of ball rolling if he starts with the European Union. He'd have a hell of a time if he tried to do this in America. But the idea is that if he can through the European Union's Parliament get them to force video game developers to comply with new legislation, then the idea is that they would have to kind of make that a global compliance. So that, you know, if he wins in Europe, he probably wouldn't have to win in America, but it would at least make it easier to kind of get something going in America.
Yeah, that's true.
An ECI initiative a signature for an ECI initiative can be invalidated for a few reasons, including failing to meet ECI's formal requirements, being duplicate entries, or being withdrawn by the signatory. Invalid signatures do not contribute to the overall count needed to trigger a commission response. Right, which we knew. I don't know if somebody is contacted, though. While not explicitly stated in context provided, suspicious activity like a large number of signatures from the same IP address can raise red flags. I doubt very much that anybody signing these are cold called. Right. So Manic Ninja says that the European movement union made Apple move to USB-C. So that's a good point. So Apple phones had a proprietary Thunderbolt charger or a Thunderbolt port on them, and they had an ECI initiative that forced them to comply and move them over to USB-C for charging. It was a consumer protection thing. And I mean, I think it's great. I think it's kind of stupid that people make proprietary chargers. So I don't remember.
Most phones seem to take the USB-C though. No matter what.
They do now. There were a lot of Androids had moved over to USB-C before. A lot of Androids and a lot of third-party phones were already using USB. Apple was the big name that didn't want to comply, and they got forced to comply by the ECI to transition to USB-C. Steady Beastin thinks you're lost. You okay? You keeping up?
I'm trying to keep up.
It's all right. I know. Working with me is a little tricky. Well, you and I will figure this out. I believe me. Let's take a little palate cleanser. Let's see if we can find what was let's go over tech history for today. Evan, weren't able to do this yesterday, so so today, June 7th, 1936 is the day that several U.S. patents were issued for the Phillips head screw and screwdriver. They were awarded to Henry J. Phillips, the inventor. Phillips founded the Phillips Screw Company to license its patents, and one of the first customers was General Motors for the assembly of the Cadillac. By 1940, 85% of U.S. screw manufacturers had a license for the design, and I think now Phillips is kind of the leading screw. They seem a little more popular than the flathead is.
That's true, yeah.
You're handy with a screwdriver, aren't you?
No, that's why my computer isn't working.
What? What tools have you ever used before?
Probably just like a hammer and a screwdriver. I mean, probably just a hammer just to I don't know, fast fix something.
I forgot to share this. There we go. So, well, you recognize this though, right? You know the difference between a flathead screw and a Phillips screw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are the ones that are on the bottom of the computer.
Yep, so they are... 1936 is when the patent was issued, so that's really interesting to know. They're still the most common type of screw found today. Aside from security screws for stuff that people don't want you tinkering with. But there are all sorts of ways to get in there. Oh, this is interesting. July 6, 1996, AOL settled a lawsuit on billing practices. Among claims raised by... Yeah, so I guess AOL was doing something shady back in 1996.
Oh, that they were probably those stupid little CDs and stuff that they were giving people for internet.
Yeah, so that was common that they would ship their browser on CD back in the day. That did happen a lot. Those CDs were such a scam because they say you get X amount of free hours on the service. You remember when they'd say you get 500 free hours? Stuff like that.
I remember there being a lot of those CDs around, like in mailboxes and things.
Yeah, so the 500 free hours stuff was such garbage because they had like an asterisk or fine print that said you had to use the 500 hours or the They would give you like a very large amount of hours, and they'd say you'd have to use all these hours within 30 days. So here's the kicker. I'm pretty sure. Well, wait a minute. 500 hours, and yeah, that might not be a good idea. Okay, so yeah, you'd have to. There are 720 hours in a month in general, right? So you'd have to use 500 hours across 30 days. Like, I don't care who you are, nobody's that terminally online, especially not for dial-up. So.
Yeah.
So it's just a complete scam of a marketing campaign. But
it says down there, it says free trial discs were introduced. So it was over the...
Here, let's look this over. The claims were raised against AOL where customers were not aware that charges were rounded up to the next full minute. 15 seconds were added to each session for connection time, and occasionally billing customers for time and free areas. They charged by the hour until December of that year, switching it to a flat rate in 1995. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's right. So internet used to be charged by the minute or charged by the hour. Internet used to be expensive until they switched over to a subscription model.
That sounds like texting.
Kinda, right? You're not wrong. AOL was a major driver of growth of the internet usage in 1990s, as was their blanketing market campaign of distributing free trial discs. Yep.
Damn.
At one point in the 1990s, half of all CDs pressed were AOL installers. Oh my lord, that's that hurts to think about. That more than half of all CDs ever pressed.
So many people were listening to music and buying CDs of music and all that, and I guess, oh my gosh, that's a lot of CDs. I bet there was a lot in landfills.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Let me see if I can find a few more points. July 8th, 1946, Penn launches a special computer school. University of Pennsylvania Moore School of Electrical Engineering launched an inspiring summer school on computing that stimulated construction on stored program computers at universities and research institutions. Free public set of lectures inspired EDSAC, BINAC, and later IAS machine clones like AVI DAC. So this is really old stuff that, oh my lord, this hurts my brain to think about.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so these machines have come a very, very long way. These are like punch card machines, right? So the stuff that nobody takes any interest in anymore.
There was someone in my family that was in the military and worked on computers, like way back in the day, like in probably the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And I always wondered, was it easier back then to work on computers or harder?
It was certainly a lot more simplistic. It probably might have been a huge pain to just to program them. But when they were programmed, they were decently good at doing what you wanted them to do.
You probably wouldn't have to worry about hackers as much.
No, not at all. There was no internet back then. None of the computers were interpersonally linked. So there was no kind of like remote access to any of those machines. You'd have to like social engineer, and that was not a big thing back then. Here's one last interesting point. July 8th, 2008, Activision announced that it had agreed to a merger with Blizzard and formed Activision Blizzard. The deal was estimated at $18.9 billion. So now we've got Activision Blizzard, and that company now belongs squarely in the hands of Xbox. So that's I think that's cool. All right, I should probably catch up with chat a little bit. What is the goal to release my browser history? Don't have, but I don't know what you'd be looking for. You wouldn't really find much.
There's something vibrating on your screen.
Vibrating?
Yeah.
You sure it's not just you?
It might have been a fan. I don't know.
Okay. I don't really know how to. Yeah, I know.
Making a buzzing noise.
Oh yeah, I know you guys hear my dryer. I'm sorry. It's loud.
Oh.
And this mic has good pickup. It's almost done. I was washing some clothes. I was washing the clothes that I took with me to Keems. because I had a lot of water antics that I was not prepared for. So, let's see. CJ wants to know if you have any kissing advice for me.
One of my first boyfriends, when I was like a little, like, you know, like just hit puberty or whatever, I remember when we had our first kiss, I thought it was so bad that I never dated him again, and I stopped talking to him.
Yikes! That bad?
I don't remember if it was that bad or if I was just so not used to it that it just freaked me out that much.
Okay.
So I've always wondered that to this day, if it was really that bad, or if
you just weren't prepared for it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think you weren't ready for any level of commitment?
No, I really liked him. I don't know. It's always wondered. I've always wondered about it to this day, if it was really that bad of a kiss, or if I was just acting like an idiot.
Sounds like Aura has a similar story. Okay. So, geez. Cell phones used to be $4 a minute. Oh yeah, they certainly did.
Whoa.
Yeah. It used to be expensive, but now they're so everything's gone to subscription model.
Hey, it's easier for us too. This way.
She got the ick. Yeah, it sounds like you got the ick. That's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Can you show what? CD, can I show you a real first kiss? I mean, are you offering?
Ooh.
I would say yes, but you're a little too late to be my first. Sorry. So someone else had you beat by about 19 years. So wait a minute, 19. Hold on. Wait, no, I'm not that old. I swear. 14. 14 years. Maybe 14 years. How old was I? Was I 18? I don't remember.
I think I was 13. So I was a kid. That's probably why I thought it was so gross.
Oh yeah, that would probably do it too. Okay, so, wait. 16 years? It's hard to remember. Hollow Grin, thank you for the $10. Yeah, God help me indeed. Aura says the guy kissed me without warning and leaned in real fast and punked his nose into my face. Oh, bro, no! No! No.
Like that kind of was my experience too. I think I remember him having a big nose, like that being what I thought was weird about it too.
No, I'm not that hopeless. Thank you, thank you, Hologrin. Appreciate it. To be fair, Beans just trapped you? What do you mean she trapped me? I don't really understand that. I don't feel trapped. Does Boogie really smell like garbage? Well, you don't smell like roses.
He's always taking a bath and everything he's getting recorded for, though. Like those documentary, he was always in the bathtub.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, you gotta understand also that he had just fallen into a lake that had fish in it, so...
Yeah.
Not really a lake, but a pond. It wasn't great. I probably didn't smell great after that either. But I took a shower eventually. All right, let's keep things moving on here. So, I want to try to pull up Aura's docket here. I keep forgetting it's in my other browser. Okay, this is a video. Okay, so I'll have to. Did not match any. Oh, why does I don't understand why this does this to me. It gives me a link and it puts a space in it, which it shouldn't. Okay, here we go. So, this is KTLA 5. I think we can play this. In recent news, Chuck E. Cheese appears to be expanding.
Leveling
I heard.
up for us grown-ups.
Yeah, the company has launched Chuck's Arcade. It is an adults-only spin-off featuring classic games like Donkey Kong and Mortal Kombat, plus modern hits like Halo. 10
Who the hell says it like that? Mortal Kombat. That's not how not how you say it. It's like, ooh, is that a DDR-A5 machine? Oh yeah. No, wait, no, it's Pump It. Damn it. I hate Pump It. All right, so
Locations have already opened
yeah, I'll let it
nationwide,
continue.
offering prizes, retro merchandise, and even pizza, beer, and wine. The first California location is opening this month on July 15th at the Brea Mall. Chuck E. Cheese calls the project a natural evolution to engage lifelong fans. The expansion comes as rival Dave & Buster's struggles with falling sales.
So, first thing, good. First of all, good for Nolan Bushnell, right? So I think it might be safe to say that there's a lot of people that have like a good experience with Chuck E. Cheese or had like a memorable experience, and they don't want the whole brand to die out. The Kids Arcade is kind of like struggling, and even Dave & Buster's is kind of losing its luster, right? So
I've never been to a Dave & Buster's, but I've always wanted to go. And ever since I heard about this Chuck E. Cheese thing, I hope it does good so that the other states can get one. It looks so cool. It reminds me of like Five Nights at Freddy's. And I think that's what they're wanting to like ride off of too. They know that adults are into that.
Well, the whole Five Nights at Freddy's was kind of built off of like the back of Chuck E. Cheese, like the original arcade.
Yeah.
If you take game theory at their word, then the story, like the very initial story or initial concept of Chuck E. Cheese, might have been built off the back of a serial killer at a Chuck E. Cheese that murdered the staff like years and years ago.
I've seen. Yeah, is that the only one you've ever watched of the game theories?
Oh no, I watch a lot of game theory. I haven't seen their newest theory yet. I have to see it.
That was like they've had like literally 50 in between that one.
Oh,
like,
they've had a lot.
now,
Yeah.
I've seen all of them. That he kind of backtracked. You know, Matt Pat used to always. Oh, we got
Hologren super chatted $20. Can we give it up for CD and what he did on live_WWW?
Thank you, Hologram. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys.
Drunk?
All the stuff, the jump, the spooning, the probably getting shot at with paintballs. It's look, I'm not going to tell you it's all been great, but it's largely been a lot of fun. I've been having a good time over there, and I'm really excited to go back after I torture myself at work for 10 hours today.
Poor thing.
The TTS echoes, guys. What you're probably hearing, the TTS is echoing so that I can pipe the sound over to Sweet Tea. I haven't figured out how to make that not do that yet. But I'll get through that at some stage. How is the air mattress spooning? Oh, just great, man. Let me tell you, absolutely living the dream, boy.
If you're in love, if you guys are in love enough, it doesn't matter where y'all are spooning at. The dirt, you know, up in a tree branch somewhere.
Yeah, that's. Jeez. Oh! Freaking hell! That reminds me. So that's what I forgot to do today. So guys, so I talked to Keem over the weekend, and I have his blessing to do something that I kind of like teased a month ago. So I told you guys that I was trying to get onto a show called Updating. There's the most local show is gonna be in Rochester on August 6th. And I'm trying to get. I applied to be a contestant on there, and I'm trying to get on the show. But I'm gonna need your guys' help to get there, and I have Keem's permission to have you guys lobby to get me on the show. So I have to.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So I need to see. Hold on. There's a phone number. I know there is. Let me see if I can. Is this it? This can't be it, is it?
It's on a website. It's a phone number.
Well, so Updating is run just by these two guys. They don't have anybody that runs casting for them. So they tell everybody that if you want to get somebody onto the show, they say like annoy us incessantly. Like tell all your friends and family to text us. So all right. So
yeah, I'm going to do that for you, man.
That's awesome. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just put this up here. I'm gonna put this in the chat, and then I'm gonna put it on the on the screen, and I'm gonna have this like run the entire month. Text tell them to put Whoop, that's not how I type numbers.
So are they YouTubers? Or...
Yes. Yeah, hold on. I can talk all about this as soon as I'm not typing.
Lady Lala says we really love you too. Thank you guys for welcoming me so nicely here and everything.
Yep, things are pretty chill here. Let's see. So let me put that here, and then I'm going to put. Whoop, that's just the phone number. I should grab this whole thing. I'm pretty sure this is the number. This is the number on their website. I'm going to make certain they usually have this at some of the end of the videos. So I'm going to double check that later today. And this information might be subject to small change. Why shrink there? I don't want this to take up the entire screen. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so text this. Sorry guys, the keyboard's loud because I got my microphone right next to it. I have to put the border here. No, wait, I actually don't want to do that. You know what? Let me put this up here. There. That makes more sense. Okay, cool. So go nuts, guys. Like, tell everybody this. Like, mention this in all the shows. Like, if you're gonna chill with a bunch of other. Is it mechanical? Yes, it's a mechanical keyboard. If you guys are gonna go around make the rounds today, like chilling with all the shows in the LCU, make sure you point them to this moment. Like, docket teams, please clip this. Show people that like I'm trying to get on the show. I haven't been contacted. I wanna see if we can make this happen. We got a month to try to get their attention. And the best way to do this is to annoy them incessantly. So,
how many competitors do they normally have?
Per show, only a couple. They have and sometimes they take people out from the crowd too. But if they're gonna just grab people from the crowd, then it's less likely that I'm gonna be able to get myself on there. So it'd be, I kind of want to be the first contestant they pull there. Poll? A poll for what? If you want to see me on updating, I mean, I can put on a poll. I don't.
Were you a big fan of this YouTube channel for a long time? Or?
No, I was getting a lot of Facebook Reels and YouTube Shorts, and I thought it was really funny, and I wanted to take my friends to see it when they were in town. So we're all gonna do that. They're not coming to Syracuse, so we have to go. Town over. But they're finally coming around town. So me and a couple friends have tickets, and we're gonna go see it. Can I show the page? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And tell us a little bit what it's about.
Yeah. Okay. So here's their website. They also have a YouTube channel called Updating. This is kind of a dating. It's a cross between dating and comedy, right? So what they do is they usually have a quote unquote a contestant, somebody that's applied, and they pull somebody up on the stage and that's blindfolded, and they ask the person a bunch of personal questions about their dating life. Usually always kind of veers into sex talk because, you know, that's what's funny. That's what makes the numbers. They're not going to get a whole lot out of me, obviously, but I'll make it funny where it's appropriate. And then they take the guy off the stage. They take a woman on the stage. They do the same thing with her. After they take the time to get to know each other, they bring them both together on the crowd or on the stage, and they basically have kind of like a period where they hit on each other blindfolded. And you get a feel for whether or not you think that person is cool, or you want to kind of know the person a little more. If they go thumb up if you're interested in the person next to you, thumb down if you're not, and 3, 2, 1, and they count it down, and they do that. And then they'll tell them both to take the blindfolds off, and then they'll interact when they get to see each other. It's a little bit like Love Is Blind, only not nearly as cringe. It's really funny, and then they get to do another gauge interest after they've seen each other, and usually if that goes well, they walk out a couple, unless somebody from the audience challenges the people on the stage for affection. So I don't know. It obviously this isn't going to be like the best thing in the world that I could do. This would be really embarrassing for me. But I'm willing to do it anyway. I think it'd be funny, and if there's somebody out there that I get to link up with for the rest of my life, then why the hell not? Updating is the first of its kind and wildly popular live show that brings comedy, dating, and reality to a stage near you. It's about a 90-minute show of unfiltered fun, big reveals, insane twists, and audience interaction. And they have an after-hours experience. So you can, this is kind of like their ticket list. So these are like all the shows they're going to on tour right now. I would pull up their YouTube channel and start playing videos, but I want to be very careful about YouTube's copyright system.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that we don't just do that. So
this
you
looks
can
really cool.
So here's the you can DM these two guys on X too. That might be a great way to grab their attention. So DM these guys, tell them you want me on there. Tag me too in it at CD-Rom 1019. And you can shoot them at text at this number. This is the number. Get the full tier. Grab a drink with us on tour. Yada yada yada. I'm gonna make absolutely sure that that's the number they're still using for casting. But you can start with that. So there are two ways to get on the show. You can be casted as a lead contestant, which means you'll come out on the stage with the blindfolds and kick off the show. I had to buy a ticket. I already did. And then I applied to the casting portal. The other way is by snagging a ticket, join the audience, have a chance to end up on the show, come on stage. If I'm unsure about getting casted, what should I do? Buy a ticket to reserve. You can always apply. If you're still deciding it's right for you, as mentioned, you could always end up. If you do not want to participate, is that okay? How long is the live show? There used to be... Let me see if the casting page says something about this. So I had to fill out this whole form. There should be something here. All right. Well, I got an email from them at some stage. Maybe I should start checking that. So I don't know. What do you guys think? W's, do you think that's going to be funny? W's?
I think that's gonna be more than funny. That's gonna be bring a lot of people over here if you do a good job at it and all that.
I think it could too. I think it'd be fantastic cross promotion.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me check my email really quick because it's been a while, but I think I have something. Am I gonna go on the show as Officer CD? No. Sorry, but no.
Good question.
I'm sure you'd find that real funny, but no, I'm not going to go on as Officer CD. I need to have a little bit more decorum on a show like that.
Did you see how many times your mama played it on Queens that day?
Oh my lord, he probably overplayed it. I'm surprised
he did.
I'm surprised he didn't ruin it for everybody else.
I've seen it so many times. I thought your lower half was AI, and that you had done it only your upper half, and like he had AI'd the rest.
No. Are there any clips? Yeah, I could pull up a short or two, maybe. Let me see here. So, let me check my inbox. Okay, special offer, limited tickets remain, terms of service now available. Hold on. Did I not go through here? There's the... Huh. Did I apply to with my other email? I might have. Okay,
Wouldn't that be funny if you applied with like your work email or something?
Oh
and, like,
no, I didn't. No, oh my god, that would be really embarrassing. No, I just want to make sure that I have access to the right information. So I'm sorry if everyone thinks this is boring. I'm just trying to. This is kind of important thing that we'll be talking about for the month. So sign me in. Okay.
I think that you have a lot of qualities that they would want in a contestant.
Oh yeah, like what?
Like you already have like a small YouTube presence, and the fact that you're a virgin and everything is different. You got the uniqueness down.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Shoot, maybe they didn't email me. That's weird. I thought that they did. I mean, I got emails about the tour, but I thought that I had something about the... Well, where's my ticket, first of all? I know I got one. Okay. That might have went through my other email. This is... Because this is the few tickets... Well, Wow, I was on their news. Okay, I've been on their newsletter since last year. Okay, and this is the email I got for the kickoff. Limited tickets remain, special offer. Huh. All right, well, I'll have to figure out what went wrong there, unless it went to junk. All right, well, I'll have more information for tomorrow. That's for certain. And I'll watch another video. But oh, you guys said that you might want to see what Beans didn't know you had the Hugh Hefner robe. Someone said something like a Playboy Mansion looking rough, and they mentioned, oh yeah, they I heard
silk red robe.
Yeah, well, it's not silk, but I heard Glammy talking about it a little bit. Yeah, it's right here. This is my this is my Magfest robe. Maybe I'll bring it with me. Who knows? That'd be funny. You're only allowed to go if I take sweet tea with me. Well,
go out getting my ass up to New York.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little tricky. Tell them I work for KEEMSTAR. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I don't see when I applied. I didn't think I was working for him, so I have to. That's what I gotta do. I gotta make another video. So I have to get that done at some stage. Wow, I'm tired. Okay, let me see if I can play you guys a brief brief clip, and then I'll put this away for the day, and I should take the robe with me. All right, yeah, maybe I'll pack it. I gotta repack
better.
I gotta repack. I have to pack all my clothes again and go back out there. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a few shorts.
All of those people?
What?
You're looking for shorts from the podcast?
From the show, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I think don't claim us updating, please. This is, let's see. I'll probably play just one. I don't want to get in too much trouble, but I want you guys to have kind of like a quick idea of what happens here. Shoot, where's the? Is there anything about the reveal? Darn. I don't know. What's this one?
Thumb up.
Oh yeah, this works.
If you are interested in the person next to you. Thumb down if you are not. In 3, 2, 1.
Oof. Tough crowd.
Blindfolds off, everyone with me. 3, 2, 1.
You have really nice eyes.
This is usually how this goes.
Thank you. Holy shit, there's a lot of people here. Wait, are you guys a couple?
Full screen it?
All
right.
The prettiest people I've ever met. Are you still in dental school? Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna move this along a little.
3, 2,
all right, so
I got 2
here.
years.
Thumb up if you are interested in the person next to you. Thumb down if you are not. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, rough, brother.
He's too old for him.
Yeah, so that's how that can work. So it's I don't know. I think it's really funny. If you guys want to see me make a fool of myself, and I know you do, that's the show I'm trying to get on. So his loss. So yeah, I'm gonna need your guys' help all month. And if I get contacted by them and be brought on the show, you guys will be the first to know. Well, next to Keemstar. So it looks brutal.
You're going either way, though, right?
Am I what?
You're going either way, though?
Oh, yeah, I got a ticket to be on the show, yeah. So I could end up getting brought on stage just by being there, but I'd rather have a little more assurance. Because when you're trying to get picked out of the crowd, they have to read like the DMs and the Twitter replies of the mentions. They have to get chats from everybody in the crowd. So there's like no guarantee that I could get picked from the audience. My friends have their tickets. So I'm going with 3 of my friends, and we all have our tickets already.
Well,
so
that'd
yeah,
be fun.
yeah. So we're going either way. But I don't want them to know that I applied. They don't know what we're going to see, by the way. So I haven't told them what I'm taking them to. So it'll be really funny.
This will be the last time they ever talk to you again. After giving them this kind of surprise.
Oh no, they like trash TV. They'll be fine. So this is going to be right up their alley. All right. So let's knock that out. Let's return to our docket now that we've had this brief interlude. And I hope everybody's enjoyed that concept. Let's see. All right, I suppose this is topical. So Aura got some footage of a game called Date Everything, which is coming. So let's see. So here's the official launch trailer, the EU trailer of Date Everything. All right, so I think we were talking about this last week. I think this is supposed to be a game that that I can probably...
Telling me you can date everything? The washing machine, the chair, the refrigerator. Time for a snack. This door, that door, even front and back door.
Bro, why?
The fan, the wall,
Oh, whoops. I'm sorry. I didn't have the... I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize I wasn't sharing this. Let me try this again. Here we go.
Telling me you can date everything? The washing machine, the chair, the refrigerator.
Aura wants us to play this on a weekend stream.
Even front and back door. The fan, the wall, the microwave, the toilet, the dust bunny behind the couch. All right then. The curtains, bed, treadmill, mousetrap, dishwasher.
Why?
Piano, dirty laundry, clock, candelabra, the TV.
Are you excited?
Bath, towels,
No, I'm confused.
shelves, ironing board.
All right, I get the point. Like what? Go ahead.
Did you ever play that that dating the pigeons or whatever game that like PewDiePie and Markiplier played back in the day?
No, I watched I watched Game Grumps play a little bit of it. I was watching Game Grumps when they were doing their dating simulator bender.
It had some pretty good storylines.
I was told that it did. The animations in this kind of remind me of Dream Daddy.
What's that?
I don't know. I can see why this is funny. What's Dream Daddy?
Yeah.
Dream Daddy is the dad dating simulator about dating other hot dads. It was produced by Game Grumps. So it was kind of a funny looking game. Team 17 did this? Why Team 17? What's the matter with you? Oh, how far you get? They made Worms. They made the Worms and shoot. I think they made Overcooked. Yeah,
I've never heard of either one of those.
You don't remember Overcooked?
I don't think so.
Oh no. Team 17, yeah, I'm pretty certain Team 17 made Worms and Overcooked. Overcooked was, here, I can show you a little bit of Overcooked. This was Overcooked. This Team 17 just exploring the horizons. Yeah, okay, great. Hang on, a little bit of...
I don't know, I think that might be a hit, this new one.
It could be. It could be. Yeah, so this is Overcooked. This stage you're on a ship. They have to prep ingredients, then they have to cook them, and then they have to serve them. And it's good as a party game.
They just copied that game that was it was a game like that for the DS that I used to play. And it had like
Diner Dash?
Yeah, Diner Dash.
I think Diner Dash is a little different. Diner Dash is just about serving the diners, taking the orders and stuff. This is more like cooking and stuff. Sweet Tea should talk about Dress to Impress and tell CD about it. Okay.
I don't know very much about it.
What do you know?
I could tell you that it's mainly just a whole bunch of different people get on Roblox, and if you have a bunch of friends in the server, then you can get your outfit voted highest and win.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of Dress to Impress. I remember.
But it's got like a dark storyline that's pretty cool.
Does it really? That sounds.
Yeah, it's got like hidden glitches and stuff, and like they slowly like. And I think the person that made the game was like a teenager. I think she got into a little bit of controversy, but I think she got out of it.
Well, Roblox gets itself into a lot of controversy. I was in one of their ad campaigns not long ago. I was in a yeah. You want to see it? It was really cool.
Yes.
Hold on. I showed this to chat like 2 months ago, but anybody who hasn't seen it, it was on Instagram. I was on an Instagram video and a YouTube video. That's what I got on. Shoot. All right, log in. Come on.
Was it like a Roblox ad you're saying? Or?
Yeah. I was at a shoot for a Roblox social media campaign. Okay, here we go. So let me just find it. This would be a good check to see if they actually put up the picture that they were supposed to take, that they were supposed to use. I don't think they did. No, it's still not there. I don't know if my picture will ever be on here. But I do have... Ooh, it's down there now. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah, hold on.
Horde of zombies, a mystical being, a tsunami, and raining tacos, and you have no idea why. The best part is just seeing how you can tackle all of these different melodies with your closest friends. There's a lot of sadness and a lot of disconnect that we can solve by bringing people together to sit down and play.
Yeah, so that was the first one they put out, and I was, oh man, noticeably 40 pounds heavier too.
You have blown my mind.
Yeah, so that was a fun shoot, and then they did hold on, they did another video here. Let me see if I can go find it. So you're a
model?
I'm not a model. I just they actually contacted me. They found me, which was kind of funny. I'll tell you the whole story about that. Hold on. Where's
this is amazing. You're like famous.
I'm not that famous. Why am I not signed into YouTube? What the heck? Sorry guys, give me a second. Oh, that's for password. That's also the wrong password.
That you created Roblox or something.
No.
Or
I didn't get paid for it.
Games.
How much did I get paid? I got paid nearly $500 for that shoot, and it was only I was only a day. It was pretty great. I was needed for like 3-4 hours, so it's a good day. They paid for my room and board. It was a lot of fun.
Wow. You're living every kid's dream.
Yeah.
Getting paid $500 to go and record for Roblox.
Let's see. It was a short, and let's see if I can find it. Oh my lord, it's got to be way down here now. I don't remember what it looked like.
How did they find you?
So they found me through my community. They found the studio that did the shoot found my New York Gamers Federation community, and they were going to get a shoot done in New York, so they were trying to cast people for the shoot. And I told them I'd promote it, and then they asked me if I was interested in applying for myself, and I did. And the application went really well. What the
wow.
This is not right. This is by topic. I need to find Roblox's actual channel. Or is this the channel? Darn it. What did that freaking video look like? I don't remember. No, that wasn't something I made. How old am I? I play Roblox? Well, I don't play it very frequently. I used to play it with friends. Every once in a while, I'll go into Roblox and I'll dick around with something like Speed Simulator, or I'll play Pizzeria.
And when you have kids, they'll be harping for you to play Roblox all the time. I have to play it all the time.
Probably. You're not wrong. Duh, this is gonna make me mad. I know that it's on their channel.
You should have saved that, just in case they deleted it one day or something.
Yeah, you're right. I should have. Jeez. I gave it to... Alright, wait a minute. This was back in... Alright, these pictures are in January, and I'm certain that... Ooh, I thought I... Wow. I'm losing my mind. I could have sworn that I linked this to my family after I did that. Whoop! Shoot. Here,
It's gone forever.
No,
Well,
I'm
the
certain.
time?
I'm certain it's not. I got one more place that I can look. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I gave it to my friends in this one other Discord.
Were they very impressed?
They were amused by it. My friends were. Yeah, they thought it was really cool. This is last year. Didn't I put this in here? Oh no, I put this in this other channel.
If I was you and I was meeting anybody, that'd be the first thing I'd mention. It'd be like I was a model for a Roblox commercial.
I was in a social media campaign. Yeah, here it is. Hold on. Yes.
What are we doing?
All right. Yep. This is it. All right. So this is the other. This is the other video they did because they shot a lot of B-roll and stuff. So they had a bunch of stuff to use. Let's see.
What are we doing? Why are we here? We don't know. Accomplishing nothing but having all the fun in the world. You have shooters, you have musical games, you have action-adventure, you have simulators. There's all sorts of fun to be had on Roblox, and it's insane.
They had me do. They were having me do a bunch of like really dumb stuff. So I'm like, can you? They asked me what I could do to like kind of just was like really stupid along like walking on this intersection that they were shooting, and I said I could do the Roblox walk, and they're like, yeah, that's perfect. And I started like doing the Roblox walk, and then I was like walking back and forth on this intersection, kind of doing a number of things, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, it'll be funny if I did swagger. So I did swagger from Deadpool swagger from Marvel Capcom 3. So I'm just like, whoop! Oh shoot! I unplugged my headset. I'm just like doing kind of like the Saints Row swagger walk. So
you look like the most charismatic like guy in the world.
It was a really fun shoot, man. I loved it. I hope I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of the studio, but I hope that they contact me again for other stuff. It was a great day. You don't want to be the face of Roblox. Yeah, I know, right? Poor timing. All the weird stuff that they've been getting nailed for has started coming out like right before the video dropped, which didn't do me any favors, but it's certainly not doing them any favors either. But that's what we shot, and that was a lot of fun. So that was that.
Yeah. Wow, that's incredible.
I have to reach out to them? Maybe. I do have a contact there, but she knows that I'm interested in doing more stuff with them. Rip my shirt? No, I need this shirt. This is one of my business shirts. It's one of my business tees. It's pocketed and everything. I'll find a throwaway shirt to do one of these days. Don't you worry. Let's see. Okay, so back to it for a little bit longer, huh? Ooh, Prime Day. Is Prime Day here yet?
Is that like Amazon Prime?
Yeah, Prime Day. I think Prime Day just started. So, let's take a look-see. Oh, there's this... Right, there's this space separator here. Okay, so, Prime Day has... Yes, I think Prime Day started today, actually. So... Amazon Prime Day's here. Prime Day is now 4 days. It goes from the 8th to the 11th. And here's some of the best things that you can probably grab. There's all sorts of lightning deals and all sorts of great stuff that you want to keep your eyes on at Amazon Prime. There's a Samsung 9100 Pro 4 terabyte SSD down to $400. That's not a bad deal, actually. So that's a lot of space for an SSD. Dell laptop, a Dell 15-inch laptop for $700, now priced at $450. A Ryzen 7 7800X3D, that's a CPU. That's a 8-core 16-thread CPU with a boost clock of 5 gigs. So that CPU's got some muscle, and it's down to 341. A 180 hertz 27-inch monitor for $129. That's a good deal, actually. It's 1080 only, though, so be aware of that. Samsung Evo down to A 990 Evil Plus at $234 at Newegg. Okay, wait a minute. So not all of these are at Amazon. These are a lot of other deals. So be aware that since this has started today, there are a bunch of great monitors, laptops, and components that you can get, and phones too. There's a lot of like interesting stuff that you can grab on here. But if you've been waiting to buy PC components, now's the best time to get them. Sweet Tea Split Fries wants to know, what's your favorite tech?
Tech. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Give me some multiple choice.
Oh boy. Computers, phones, monitors maybe. Well, not monitors. TVs, video game consoles.
Yeah, video game console.
Video games, cool.
I do like phones though. I remember running around when I was a little girl, and like I would like have like a piece of cardboard, and I'd play like it was a TV, and I could like do stuff on it to like find coordinates and act like I was a spy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And, like now people can have that in their hand all their time.
Right.
And I just had to wait a couple of years and then it'd be here.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. It. How old? Let's see. What year was that around? What time do you remember?
When the smartphone came out.
Well, no, when you were playing Spy.
Let me think. I was born in '96. I was probably 8.
Okay, so
7 or 8, maybe a little bit younger. Maybe.
Okay, so 2002 probably.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, they weren't very far away from portable cell phones at that stage. They weren't.
But it seemed impossible
right
back then. Well,
they weren't. Mobile phones weren't. They weren't common, but they weren't. They weren't totally new either. Excuse me. There was I don't know. There were cordless phones that were mobile, but they weren't nearly as neat. They had like in the 80s they were huge. So
yeah,
they were a pain to take around.
Like movies. I've never seen one in real life, but
yeah. We got a picture at work of of a guy with one of the first cordless portable phones.
I bet he felt cool.
Probably. They're probably really bad for you though, all the radiation.
Radiation.
Yeah, I think that the early iterations were very radiation heavy.
Oh shit.
So, let's see. What else can we go over? I
remember one of those early episodes of Family Guy when Brian was like singing to that old woman about the wonders of...
yes. Yeah, you got a lot to see.
And he says that you get a tumor on your head from the phones or whatever.
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
I thought that was just a joke. I didn't know that it was really radiation.
I'm pretty sure that was a thing. That it was a concern in the early days. I mean, it's still a concern to a number of people now. But let's see. Ooh, this looks cool. So look at so Aura gave us this the video of this interesting lighting display. We celebrated 4th of July recently, everybody, and this looks really cool. Look at this.
Whoa.
Yeah, so these are what are these? These are these must be a bunch of drones, right? That are lining up in sequence and are programmed to fly in a sequence like this and then change their lights. That's really cool.
Are you sure it's real?
It might not be. It looks like it's sped up. It's definitely sped up where you can see all the people moving, but... Sparkle stripes? Let's see. Hold on, let's see what other people think. This drone light show is part of a Sparks and Stripes Independence celebration in Irving, Texas on July 3rd and 4th. It featured 525 drones that by Sky Elements, setting a Guinness World Record for the largest aerial cowboy hat image. Yep.
What?
Yep, so this was a real thing. Alright. Alright, Split Fries. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, let's talk really briefly. We won't keep this going too much longer because we're going to do a 2-hour show today to kind of like warm up and get Sweet Tea invoked in Tech Talk, and then we'll probably do some expansion streams through the rest of the week because we got like a couple hours of time to play. So let's talk about this very briefly. So we all know you've gotten yourself in a number of controversies. Let's in case you haven't noticed, the Discord's keeping an allegation list. They're keeping tabs on an allegation list. Do you want to take another pot shot at anybody while we still got you here?
I mean, Batgirl's been trying to get me to fight with her for a while now, for about 2 weeks. And I finally gave in and fought with her the other day. And she's been saying for 2 weeks that she was going to drop a diss track on me, right? Mm-hmm. She tells Ken and her both come on Dolls and say that they want me on their show. I think they said it was going to be like 10 o'clock a.m. To be up and be on their show and for this diss track. And she wasn't even there. Mm-hmm. And I wasted my time. And I was pissed about it. And I'm still pissed about it. And
She said she was going to drop it on Cafe yesterday?
No, on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what happened on Saturday. She was at the party on Saturday, so...
It was either Friday or Saturday. It could have been Friday, now that I think about it.
So she was... Okay. So, I know that she was on the road most of Friday, and she was here for the day on Saturday, and we were trying to... we were partying a lot through the weekend, so... she largely wasn't really too available. Did you hear the track?
No, she didn't do anything. She just freaking scammed everybody on it, I guess.
It got dropped on Dolls yesterday.
Oh. No, I haven't heard it. Was it good?
Hey, it was pretty funky. I'll put it that way. Here, I'll tell you what. We can. This might be a decently good idea. We can play a clip of this to kind of like round out the show, and then we can let you sit on that, and then we can talk about it tomorrow.
I've been on this damn thing for 2 weeks. I told her, it had better be fucking good or freaking good. I haven't to wait this long on it.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, I mean yeah. Keep talking. I'm pulling it up.
Tell me be there, be square, whatever. Coming on Dolls to tell me that, and then she didn't even show up when she was supposed to do it.
All right, hold on. I gotta find this. Let me. Oh, jeez, this turned into a mess at some point. I forgot how much of a mess this stream became because they got me involved on the Doll stream yesterday.
They can't have a corresponding links to the things I've said for most of those allegations because it never happened. Especially like the sex trafficker thing with that whole guy. I don't even want to say his name because he says his name with the allegation, but I never have. And I've never even said sex trafficker. And nobody can pull that out of their ass. I'm still waiting on that one.
Anybody that's got a timestamp can feel free to help me out. Otherwise, I'm going to be searching for this. I know it was in the back half. Come on. I was out there listening to it, so... Oh, is that... Oh, no, okay, so it might have been around this point. They had me... Oh, kitty! What's the kitty's name?
I don't think it has a name.
Is this where... Cat. Was this where it started? Was I doing the push-ups in the middle of the song? I think I was. Alright, hold on. Was this it?
What's the best way to do it?
Hold on, hadn't started yet.
Wait. I can probably
Oh, yep. Alright, this is... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, this is embarrassing. Alright, well, this is where it started. Jeez. This is gonna be a look. Okay, so... So I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Now she twisted tea straight trailer parked spare. The roaches in your shack, then thoughts in your head. Your teeth skip town like the donuts they fled. You're 30 going on 3, snot, nose and all. Got the maturity of a toddler, try to brawl at the mall. You got the mountain Wi-Fi, slow like your mind. Beans carrying your ass like a legally blind. Calling people predators, twisting every damn word. Whole crowd laughing, saying this bitch absurd. Talking about they hurt me, can't who you fooling. You acting up so much, your allegations got us drooling. You live in the woods like a possum on crack. These drags you along like a busted snack pack. She wants so loud, must be a mental glitch. She throws tantrums like a dollar store brat. You do all the work while she chokes on a gnat. You're broke as her dentures,
Standing in the back.
You dream of being a star but can't even buy a car. You got mountain scabs, no dental plan in sight. Gums like ground beef under motel light. You're out here begging with pity party gigs. Beans in the bag, just watching you dig. Your evidence weak.
Their fourth dance is really doing it for me, honestly. They look retarded.
But you can't even spell. You talk big talk, girl, you dumb as hell. Your allegations bigger than the IQ that you're missing. Every time you speak, the whole chat go dissing.
I just noticed that you were in the background.
You just noticed what?
I just noticed that you were in the background.
Yeah, I was there. They had me. They donated to bring the cop outfit out.
Holy crap! I heard they killed it on the episode in donations.
They had a great show.
Sweetie, you got it quick. That's magic. Unsweet, you're salty for no reason. So tragic. Twisted, you cracked like a meth head's grin. Your gums so empty, you whistling in the wind. Had some people try to set you up with Cobra. It wasn't that deep, girl, we don't even know ya. She has been dead, or jumping a briny swamp down at the park. Shaking your girl's best friend, you get who gives attention. Motherfuckers be too scared to catch a goddamn infection. Twisted tea, bitch you done. Twisted tea, zero fun. Twisted tea, no teeth, no fun. Twisted tea, not a mess you run. Go back to them hills, girl. Sweet, unsweet, twisted, more like delusional. Please carry your corpse this long. Let her be free. Good night, gummy gums. Good night,
It sounded like she had like AI make it for her, and then she sung over certain parts of it.
Well, she produced the whole thing herself, so that was her voice singing the whole thing. And I realized like halfway through that, I'm like, this is stupid. I have the link to this. I don't know on SoundCloud, and I don't know why I'm sharing the video, but that's so yeah, that was yesterday. If anybody missed Dolls, I hope you guys, you should have been able to hear that. What in the white girl wasted? All right, I don't know. You want to give a response before we close this out?
I think the horrible dancing, or like trying to hype it up, it looked retarded.
What do you mean you guys couldn't hear it? What?
Let's see. No way. They sat there that long and didn't hear.
I don't buy that. That should have been going through. Hold on. That should have been going through the. Hold on a second. I need to check my Discord audio.
It was playing. It was playing.
Yeah, like what? Okay. You guys definitely got a level. I don't know what you mean, but here I can. You heard it. Okay. You Split Fries is trolling. Bad audio. Yeah, well, it was played through the stream. It was it's hard to hear the vocals. I know that. We could hear it, just Keem's sound system was muffled. Yeah, because it was playing through the speaker. Did you understand any of the lyrics?
A little bit. Not much.
All right, hold on.
I mean,
I can do everybody one more favor then before I close this out, because I should have the SoundCloud link. This is the wrong chat. Yeah, you can talk. What's up?
I remember when Keem was trying to put some songs on SoundCloud or something, and it took a long time. She got that up there pretty fast.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. I got it. Linked in the chat if anybody wants it. That's the direct SoundCloud. So have fun with that. Here, I'll just ping it to you directly, I guess.
And the funny thing is, before she jumped on this hate train and everything for me and everything, like, I never had anything bad to say about her until she just kept on with the whole diss track thing and, like, just wanting to go against me for God knows what reason.
There could be a number of reasons. I couldn't begin to tell you. You'd have to ask that from her. All right, well, let's look at it this way. That's the first episode in the books. I have to go repack all my bags.
I'm about to pee on myself.
What? Wait, what?
I'm about to pee on myself.
Oh, all right.
I've been having to pee for a long time.
Oh, why didn't you say anything? All right, we're ending this up.
I thought it was almost over, and I was like, I can hold it.
All right. We'll wrap this up. Do you have any? So how you feeling? Just really quick. You not a bad first day. You feeling okay?
Yeah. It was a great first day. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna find more stuff to do. Here, you know what? Here, I'll let you go so you can say goodbye to everybody, and I'll end up the show.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
Have a good day. All right, that is Sweet Tea, everybody, and that was the Twisted Tea diss track. It's over here. There we go. Cool. All right, that's going to be today's show. Kind of like a light show today, just kind of getting Sweet Tea acclimated. We're going to come up with some new goals and stuff and have some more fun. Tomorrow, there is a big bug in here. Tomorrow, I'm going to be live from the Locale studio. So we'll look forward to that, and we'll probably play we'll probably play a stream extension game. Get away from my TV. Oh. Whatever. All right, that's all. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the new members. Welcome. Thank you for the donators today. We'll find more stuff to have everybody play with. I'm gonna give some brainstorming at work today. And next time you see me, we'll be back at Camp Keem. So we'll look forward to it. I got a few more days there on site, and then we'll be back to regular business. So outfit for mud wrestling. I think they're doing the mud wrestling today, and I don't think I'll make it. But I'll look for something. All right, thank you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, goodbye. Wherever the hell you are, make it a freaking good one. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.